welcome back to my channel. I decided to go on like a wax melt binge at my local Walmart. I have been really craving some new scents, but I haven't been craving really candles. I was someone who I'd say like for the past 3 years have been really into candles, but before that, I wasn't allowed to burn candles when I was living at home with my parents. I was only allowed to use wax melts. Don't ask why, it's a weird story. So I was really into wax melts prior to that. And then as soon as I moved into my own place, I was like, I want to burn the candles. I've never been allowed to burn candles before. I'm all about it. But I've kind of fallen away from them. So I was recently in Walmart and they had a ton of new spring scents with like the Trigger limited edition words on them. So there were a ton that I picked up, and then there were even more that I didn't actually end up buying. So if you're in the market for some new wax melts, or you're somebody who's big into wax melts, I highly suggest going to your local Walmart because they just had, I'd say like probably 24 different spring limited edition type scents. So let's go ahead and show you the ones that I picked up. Okay, so the first one I grabbed was the Better Homes Peaches and Cream packaging. It looks like this. This one just smells straight up like peach candy, those little peach rings that I personally love to eat. This smells super like that candy, and I'm really hoping it has a really strong scent throw. So I grabbed this one. The Better Homes ones are all $2 a piece. I also grabbed the Pink Sugarberry, which looks like this. This to me looks more like a winter scent, but I think it's part of their like spring summer. This is awesome. This is like a very, very sweet raspberry scent. It almost reminds me of, they had a winter version of like, I think it was like iced cranberry or something. It reminds me of that, but with a raspberry note to it. Very enjoyable. Then I also picked up Exotic Coconut Quince. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I did not think I was gonna like this scent. This is very much like a coconut fruit sunscreen smell. Like I imagine if they had sunscreen with that kind of scent to it, it would be like this. It's not a super strong, this comes across as pretty light, so I feel like this might be a good bedroom wax melt for me. Then there was the Sunset Island Sands. I was actually curious to see if this would smell like the Yankee Candle. I think it's the Pink Sands scent. Oh man, this is like a very much of a soapy type of floral scent to me. I personally like it, but I don't think it's gonna be something everybody loves. Then I also grabbed, I was really surprised by this. This is the Smoked Coconut Palm scent from Better Homes. This reminds me, oh man, it's like smoked vanilla almost from Bath & Body Works, but it has more of the, like, obviously the coconut scent to it. I was really pleasantly surprised by this. I'm not someone who typically picks up multiples, but I feel like if I were to repurchase and this one has decent scent throw and longevity, I probably would go back and buy another one of these. They also had the Sugared Melon Kiwi. Now this doesn't say limited edition, but I don't know if I've ever like seen this before. This reminds me of DW Homes. I think it was like Melon Kiwi Candle last year. Yeah, it's exactly like that. It almost has a little bit of like the Watermelon Jolly Rancher type scent to it. Yeah, this is very, very nice. I'm hoping that they, again, it's a lighter scent, so I'm hoping that it has a pretty strong scent throw and longevity. And then I also grabbed the Better Homes Warm Spring Sunshine, which looks like this. And this one is just floral. It is just like a very straight up floral scent, which I mean the picture would probably imply that, but if you're not someone who likes florals, you would not like this. They also had some ones that I have had in a candle form before. If you guys have been around like at least a year and a half, I went around this time of year last year to Walmart and I bought a bunch of their Better Homes and Gardens candles, the Mainstays candles. I went on like this whole big binge, and a lot of them were pretty much duds and I would never buy them again. But I had always said if they'd had them as wax melt, I probably would have definitely picked them up. So the first one was Sun Washed Poppies. I had this as a candle last year and I loved it on cold. It's so good. It's such a poppy floral note. I hope it does a lot better than the candle did, because the candle, it was just as strong on cold, but when you lit it, 0 scent throw. It was so devastating. So I'm hoping I have better luck with this. Same thing with the Apple Blossom Freesia from Better Homes. I had this as a candle last year and same thing. It reminds me of like a Japanese cherry blossom soap scent, and it smelled exactly like this as a candle, but then had 0 scent. So I'm really hoping that these work out. And then 2 repurchases that I had gotten on clearance before, but didn't know I should buy multiples and ended up loving them. So I purchased the Scentsationals Honey Bourbon Frosting. This is every bit as delicious smelling as it sounds. I just absolutely love this scent. The honey, the bourbon, and the vanilla all really have distinct notes that blend together, but very much hold their own. Love this one. And then the last one that I got from these like $2 purchase ones is Petal Showers. Same thing. I purchased this last year on clearance and I absolutely loved it. So when I saw it again, I thought I've got to have another one of this. Oh God, this is such a, like, it's such a floral soapy scent, but it's different. I know I've said that for a few of these, but they're all slightly different variations of that. And I just love this one. So like I said, a lot of different wax melts that I got. I also picked up, I've never tried these American Home by Yankee Candle. You guys know that I have been on a warpath lately with Yankee Candle candles, but I've always had relatively good luck with the little like single tarts that they sell. So I really liked the Pink Island Sunset. These, yeah, yep, it's good. This reminds me of Pink Sands. These are a bit more expensive. I want to say these were like $3.93 for this. So I'm hoping that these last a lot longer than these little $2 ones, but we'll see. Like I said, I've never used these before and they had a lot of different scents, but this was the only one that really seemed to seasonally pull me in and intrigue me. I also walked through the clearance section of Walmart, and my Walmart can be really weird with its layout. Sometimes they'll have like a wax end cap that's basically all of their clearance stuff right where they have the aisle, and then other times they'll move it to where they have their whole like dedicated clearance aisle. So I looked for an end cap and there wasn't anything there, and then I perused the clearance section and they had like a whole basket full of different seasonal discounted ones that I actually picked up quite a few from. The first was the American Home by Yankee Candle Banana Walnut Bread. This was clearance down to $1, and this smells just like the banana bread candle that I love but haven't had great luck with. So I'm hoping that the wax cubes pan out to be a bit better. I also grabbed the Mainstays Mold Cider Wax Cubes. These were actually 10, I think they were 10 cents when I actually rang them up. You don't get a whole lot of wax in here, but this is a really nice cider scent, so I think this fall I will definitely enjoy it. I also grabbed another one of the Iced Winter Cranberry. This was on sale for 50 cents. I used one of these this winter and I wasn't obsessed with it, but I definitely, when I saw it on clearance, I wouldn't have minded having another one of it. So I grabbed it. It's a very much of like a nice sweet cranberry scent. Then I also grabbed the Sugared Maple and Evergreens from Better Homes. I don't remember smelling this in the winter when I went to look for the like winter seasonal wax melts. I don't really get much of a maple scent. It really comes off as like a pine scent to me, which you all know I love. So I figured it might smell a little differently when it's actually melted. So I probably won't melt it anytime soon, but maybe next winter I will get some love out of this. And then the last thing that I got was this Better Homes. It pleasantly doesn't have the scent written on here because the sticker covers it, but it has 2 different scents that you can mix or melt individually, and they just smell a little bit like rustic men's cologne. So I thought for $1 I'd go ahead and give it a try. So those are all the wax melts I got. Like I said, I went in knowing I wanted to buy quite a few. I didn't realize how many I was going to walk away with. So I'll probably be fully stocked for quite some time. I'll probably end up doing like an empties video using just these wax melts to do more of like a review, because I know sometimes I don't talk a lot about stuff in a regular trash talk. So I may dedicate myself just to one of those. I also grabbed a few random things while I was there. I grabbed the Whispers Blending Mini Sponges, which I wanted to go ahead and give a try and compare to like the Real Techniques and the Ulta one and the Beauty Blender version, because I have tried all of those and I'm pretty sold on the Real Techniques one, but I thought I'd give this Whispers one a try. I also came across these really pretty seasonal spring impress nails. I thought they were really, really cute, especially for like Easter time, so I grabbed those. And then for my classroom, I thought these bunnies with carrots could be a nice like non-religious decal to have on my window. I don't have windows in my classroom, but I do have a window, like basically like a panel of glass that sees into the hallway that I decorate, you know, with those window clings. So those are all things that I picked up from Walmart. If you have tried any of the wax melts, or if you have any scents that you want to pick up from Walmart, because like I said, Better Homes released, I think, close to 24. Between Better Homes and Scentsationals, there were at least 24 new scents I'd never seen before. So it was really, really impressive. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll talk to you in another video real soon. Bye.